Parents are the most important people in our lives. They are the ones who guide us, praise us, point out our faults, encourage us to do well, and support us no matter what. To sum up, they are the evaluators of life. Similar is the role of an evaluator in our Toastmasters. An evaluator observes our speeches and provides constructive feedback and appreciates the good things and also suggests the do's and don'ts needed. A very good evening to all the Toastmasters, district officers, and dear guests. I am Anjali Jain, member of Gurukul Education Toastmasters Club and moderator for today's event. As all the clubs are heading towards their club contest, this evaluation marathon will help the participants and the attendees to enhance and work on their evaluation skills and ace in their evaluation contest. And for this, we are not alone today. We have a super evaluator who will evaluate our participant evaluators and let them know what they did well and also the areas of improvement. For the benefit of our participants and the super evaluator, I would like to tell you all the flow and rules for the marathon. There will be a test speaker who will present her speech. Evaluators can make notes during that time. Once the speech is done, Zoom Master will send all the evaluators along with Sergeant at Arms and Timer 2 to breakout room where they will get 5 minutes to complete their evaluation. While in the breakout room, contestants will keep the microphone and camera turned on, hands in the range of the camera and not use any electronic devices. Once 5 minutes are over, timer shall indicate to stop riding immediately. The first contestants shall be moved to the main room with the timer. The remaining contestants shall keep their video and audio on throughout their presence in the breakout room. Their hands shall be in visible range at all times. After each evaluator, we will observe 1 minute of silence for the super evaluator to mark their feedback. After the last evaluator, we will observe 3 minutes of silence for the super evaluator to complete their evaluation. Then we will invite a super evaluator to present their feedback, and after that, we will proceed to the certification presentation. So, as I mentioned today, we have Toastmaster Hardik Shah as a super evaluator. Hardik Shah is an all India rank holder chartered accountant with a cumulative work experience of 10 plus years. He is passionate about public speaking and has delivered addresses at various corporates such as Hindalco, etc. Recently, he co-initiated the podcast channel, The Next Level, on the basis of public speaking. He likes to read, write, and loves to travel. He prefers to call himself a dedicated Toastmaster, having been part of the Toastmasters fraternity for 5 years now. He is also currently serving as the Club Growth Director for District 98, covering 7 states. During his term as Division Director, he had chartered a record of 11 clubs. Recently, he also organized #24, a 24-hour Toastmasters marathon meeting, transferring 6 continents and attended by 2,000 plus members. We welcome you to the Division and Evaluation Marathon. So let's start our third day and let me call upon the test speaker for today, Toastmaster Aarti Patil.
Hello, moderator. Am I audible and clearly visible?
Yes, you are audible and clearly visible. Aarti, can you see the timer cards?
Not yet. Yes, I can see them now.
Okay, so are we good to go, Aarti?
Yes, we can. Just a second.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, we are good to go.
Okay. Toastmaster Aarti, life with iOS, Toastmaster Aarti.
Silly thought, weird thought when it started. Spooky face, sleeping less where it ended. Good evening to all my smiling, confused faces. I can imagine questions popping out of your heads like, is she mad? Where I heard this song? And blah, blah, blah. Stop playing that chain reaction with your thoughts. This is my iOS anthem. iOS, Hardik, iOS. Irrelevant overthinking syndrome. Overthinking is a process where you start thinking on a simple thought and then continue thinking until all good and bad possibilities are estimated, tested, and over evaluated in the imaginary world of your brain. And by the time you're overthinking of this process, you start thinking about the same thoughts which are already think and you are never over it. This is overthinking syndrome. And all these thoughts are inside the brain in the imaginary world, which are irrelevant to reality anyhow. That's why this is irrelevant overthinking syndrome. And one with this syndrome is called as, yes, you guessed it correct, overthinker. And I am an overthinker. Thoughts in my head are jumbled up like your headphones or that lightings we keep lightings of electric lightings which we use on a Diwali. Yes. Even my Instagram bio says I travel the train of thought. I get confused on very simple things like what is better, tarri poha or kanda poha? Should I wear a navy blue or light blue? Whether it is a speech evaluation contest or evaluation speech contest. I know, silly thoughts, but this is a level one of overthinking, and I'm already determined it. I can see and sense a confusion in your minds. Let me explain some basic levels of overthinking and give their examples. Level one, confused state. Symptoms, looking into infinity. Example. Now, normal people, when they start thinking, they unconsciously start looking into infinity. However, if you can reach on any serious topic and any serious confusion within 0 to 1 long millisecond and started giving that intense look into infinity frequently, then there is a sign. And when this happens, you get confused frequently that what is correct, what is a reality, what is not real. That's your confused, that's your level one, aka I'll say daydreaming. Level two, more confused state. Symptoms, uncontrollable pace of working. Example, have you ever went to Haldiram, Domino's or Matti? You will always find a one customer who is looking into the products, staring at them, taking their own sweet time to think what to buy. Yes, I'm one such a customer. And for people like me only, we have a helpers. So when I go to a Haldiram and look into the products what to buy, suddenly I'll hear the voice, ma'am, how can I help you? Which triggers me that I'm in a confused state and I have to work done as quick as possible, which turns my slow motion sequence into fast forward process. And I left the place. Yeah, that is your level two of overthinking, aka motor function misplace. Level three, most confused state. Symptoms, you started to thinking writing as your career. Example, people who complete their pathway, people who complete their one pathway within 6 months. Just kidding, not at all like that. I guess people who are at stage three, who are really good at connecting any low possible theoretical situation to pandemic practical situation. And the best people are the people who are daily soap writers, journalists on journalists on digital media, or your typical neighboring auntie. They can do anything. They can create any content like anything. That's your level three, aka content creating. However, these people are really bad at delivering. Take an example of mine. Whenever I have to speak to anyone, I'll run that conversation in my mind at least 4 to 5 times. But when it comes to reality, I blabber like a child. Just now, like I did during the speech. Now there is a level 4 and level 5 also. But if I'll tell you, then I'll be disqualified and I have to attempt this project once again. So let me give you the symptoms. hair fall, dark circle under the eyes, then insomnia, and many more. In short, overthinking is a waste of time. Overthinking will not lead you anywhere. It is just like a train in a theme park, which just go round and round, but never take you to the actual place. So stop boarding that train. If you want to learn, stop overthinking. But if you'll ask how to do it, then let me tell you, I'm not a social media influencer nor a ISC contestant to give you humor, song, problem, solution, call for action in one speech. I'll just give you my remedy, which I do. Just like Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory have a soft kitty song to detour himself from the pain and illness, I have my silly kitty song, which detours me from the overthinking and take me into the reality. So stop overthinking and let's start singing with me. Silly thought, weird thought, when it started. Spooky face, sleeping less, where it ended. Once again, everyone, mic on. Silly thought, weird thought, when it started. Spooky face, sleeping less, where it ended. Over to you, contestant. Sorry.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aarti, for that incredible and novel speech and for your singing skills. Thank you so much. Now I request the Zoom master to send all the evaluators along with timer 2 to the breakout room and Southern Arms also.
Sure, give me a second.
And once done, please confirm.
I have assigned timer to Sajrams 2 and all the evaluators to the breakout room.
Okay, thank you. Now I request the timer to start the timing for 5 minutes. And please notify once the 5 minutes
Wait a
is up.
second. Toastmaster Pragya is not yet. Yeah, she is there in the. They're good to go.
Okay. Now she is there?
Yes.
Okay. Timer, can you please start the timing for 5 minutes and notify once 5 minutes are over?
Sure.
Now I request Toastmaster Aarti to come on the stage for a quick Q&A session and certificate presentation. So Toastmaster Aarti, I got to know that you love cartoons. Can you tell us who is your favorite cartoon character and why?
So there are many cartoon characters which are my favorite. I cannot choose a one, but in particularly since childhood, I like Bugs the Bunny. He is the real actor, the real thug among all who can take any attire and convince anyone to do their work. So yeah, Bugs the Bunny.
So, what is the weirdest thing that you found about Toastmasters when you had just started your Toastmasters journey?
I guess the name given to Toastmaster and every role, like a Toastmaster of the day. I was not knowing the meaning of a word toast or what is a toast is. So when I came to a meeting and I started talking to the people, then I got to know, okay, there is something called as raising a toast for someone. And from there it started like getting to know all the history. So yeah, the name Toastmaster was actually the weirdest thing for me. After that, everything was fine.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aarti, for your honest answers. And Zumasa, can you just share your screen so that we can have a certificate? Thank you, Toastmaster Aarti, for being our test speaker today and giving us insights about the stages of overthinkers. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Timer, please notify once 5 minutes are over. Thank you, Toastmaster Vamsi. Zoom Master, can you please send Evaluator 1 to the main meeting room?
Sure. 1 second.
Zoom Master, can you please spotlight to Pragya?
Done.
So, Pragya, can we have a quick audio and video check?
Hello, check. And my video is visible?
Yes, and you are clearly audible also. So, can you see the timer cards, Pragya?
Yeah, perfect.
Are we good to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Evaluator number 1, Toastmaster Pragya. Toastmaster Pragya, evaluator number 1.
Silly thought, fear thought, where is the day? Ladies and gentlemen, the most impressive point of speaker speech is the way she is singing. Silly thought, fear thought, where is the day? When you sing this song, audience attract your speech. They connect your speech like what she's doing. Wow. I feel like wow. What is the voice modulation? When you say when you say this line, iOS, Hardik, iOS, any serious topic, this modulation touch my speech modulation, right? My, I think for me, this is best for your speech. And talking about your starting, body, and conclusion, the way you are beginning, incredible, orderable, and body, you describe many variant of overthinking. This is obviously incredible, and your conclusion, this is all right. And I am also overthinker, so this speech helps me a lot. Also, your talking about your clarity, your voice clarity is all good, and your or eye contact is perfectly your entire speech, you your eye contact is visible for me, and this is nice. And comfort level, this is also great for your online mode also. But I want to recommend two things. You use one thing, simple. You can say, instead of simple, effortless, painless, like that. And I recommend one thing also, your gesture and posture is all good, but when you can give your speech on a stand up position, that will be good. So I challenge you for your betterment. So thank you, and over to you, moderator of the day.
Thank you, Pragya. And now let's observe 1 minute of silence for the super evaluator to mark. Thank you, Toastmaster Vamsi. Now I request the Zoom master to please spotlight evaluator number 2.
He is spotlighted.
Okay. So evaluator number 2, June. Are timer cards visible to you?
Yes, they are perfectly good.
And can you just speak a longer sentence so that we can confirm that you are clearly audible?
Hey, Toastmaster Anjali, am I audible to you?
Yes, June.
Okay.
So we are ready to go?
Yeah.
Evaluator number 2, Toastmaster June. Toastmaster June, evaluator number 2.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to start the evaluation by praising the speaker that you chose a very great topic, which is overthinking, which we all do. Like, still, while I was evaluating, I was overthinking myself that what should I say, what should I not say. So, coming to the point, you started by singing a song which really grabbed the attention of all this audience. Like, we all were curious what going to be happening, like what's going to happen next. Like, that was a really great move that you started by not like everyone like start by a quote or a question, but you started by singing a song, so that was a plus point for your speech. Then you used very interesting examples, like the example you used was the jumbled earphones, like we could relate with it. You and coming to the structure of your speech, you have structured your speech very well. Like you started your speech by explaining about what do you mean by overthinking and what it is the impact of overthinking on yourself. Then you started talking about the levels of it, and you used real life examples in it, which again we all can connect with it. We all can relate with it. So yeah, and then the voice modulation was on point. Like you used different voice modulations, like when there should be high pitch, you use that, and different voice tones and all. Then the eye contact was maintained throughout the speech, which shows that you were really confident enough to speak. And the hand gestures, the body movement, and everything was on point. Just I have one recommendation for you, that you could have given your speech in a standing position, so by which we could see your whole body. Which like when you give a speech in a standing position, we could see your body language and your hand gestures more precisely. So just work on that. Uh, Other than that, your speech was really great. Then you ended your speech again by singing a song, and like you encouraged the audience to sing the song. So kudos for that, and great to hear you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster June. Now let's observe 1 minute of silence for the super evaluator to mark his feedback. Thank you, Toastmaster Vamsi. Zoom Master, now I request to spotlight evaluator number 3, Feza. Okay. So, Feza, can we have a quick audio and video check?
Okay, am I audible and clearly visible?
Yes, you are. And can you see the timer cards?
Yes.
So, are we ready to go?
Yeah, okay.
Evaluator number 3, Feza. Feza, evaluator number 3.
Good evening, everyone, to all the members and all the guests we have here present today. It's always good to start with something positive. So with that, I'd like to start congratulating Toastmaster Aarti for giving us such a wonderful speech on such a creative topic and something which is very common around us these days. I'll be mentioning some of the points in my evaluation today, which will be usage of body gestures, audience interaction, something special, significant part on your speech, which will be followed by corrections that can be made. Speaking about audience encouragement and engagement, I think the way you started your speech with a song or a poem was very interactive, even if someone was not very engaging or not in a mindset of listening to you from the beginning, was forced to get interacted and have their whole focus towards you. And which with that you also followed that in towards your end, that no one should be left behind thinking that it was a rough conclusion or something like that. You ended with a very nice poem or song that was. So that was the 2 points of audience engagement you did. Second thing about your content. from the beginning, it was very clearly portrayed that your research was thoroughly done. The way you clearly explained all the symptoms and all the, you know, parts of overthinking symptoms and all the contents that it have, it was very clearly explained that whether it be, you know, hair fall or dark circles, insomnia. So it all showed that you have not just by-hearted or just something blabbering. It was very well researched. Other thing is that you used a prop, your headphones. It was tangled, which through which you portrayed it that the you know how overthinking feels like. I think you can use something as a correction is that you can work on your body gestures and your eye contact. When it showed that you are thinking something, it showed that you are not facing the camera. So to summarize, I would like to say that you can work on your body gestures, your audience engagement was nice, and to work on your body gestures and eye contact, and your content was really very nice. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Preza. Now we will observe 1 minute of silence for the super evaluator to mark this feedback. Thank you, Toastmaster Vamsi. Now I request the Zoom master to please spotlight evaluator number 4.
Done.
Okay, Saurabh, can we have a quick audio and video check?
Yeah, sure. Check. Am I audible?
Yes, and you are clearly visible. So are the timer screens visible to you?
Yes, they are.
So you ready to go?
Yes.
Evaluator number 4, Toastmaster Saurabh. Toastmaster Saurabh, evaluator number 4.
Sleepy thoughts, weird thoughts. There it started. Happy audience, aware audience, overthinking ended. Toastmaster Aarti, what a phenomenal speech you have given. As an irrelevant overthinking speaker, I can truly relate to your topic because this is a topic many of the Toastmasters present in the meet can easily relate. And the structure by which you presented the speech was really amazing. I also like the part where you added the impromptu part of blabbering, how child blabbered and how you were fumbling in your speech. And that is something unique which caught my attention because at one point you just changed something which was affecting negatively your speech into a positive note. That was really amazing. Toastmaster Aarti, the way you modulated your voice during the entire speech was just amazing. I love the part where you mimic the voice for for the McDonald's employee, relating yourself to a customer, relating yourself to a child, and an overthinking speaker. The term you coined, irrelevant overthinking syndrome, is something which have got attention of many of the speakers here because this was something new. Toastmaster Aarti, you were amazing. But you know, even the greatest software system, iOS, sometimes get bugs which are needed to be removed to make the system run more smoothly. And so there were few bugs which I would like you to improve yourself on so that your system can run amazingly. Starting with the first one, your hand gestures. They were good, but I believe it could have been better. Because of your restricted camera angle, your hand gestures were not clearly visible. You were trying to use them, but but they were not up to the mark because they were not clearly visible to the audience. So next time when you're delivering a speech, try to maintain a proper camera angle so that your hand gestures are visible and are not restricted, just like me this time. Moving ahead, the stage choreography in your speech could have been done better. Since you were sitting in a particular place, the stage for you was restricted. There were times when you were showing conversations and scenarios. So in that particular thing, if you would have used a stage choreography in a standing format, you could have divided the stage. You could have shown the conversations in this way and this way when we are speaking, because these are something which gives audience more elaborated part of your speech. And lastly, I found that you were less prepared. So my recommendation for this would be, next time when you are going to deliver a speech, try to record yourself and see where you can improve yourself on. This would be a better version. This would be a better thing to improve yourself next time you step on the stage. At last, I would end this particular evaluation for you with this beautiful line. Amazing structure, voice modulation, here it started. Better gestures, better choreography can make it better way. Thank you and all the best for your future endeavors. Over to the Zoom master.
Thank you so much, Saurabh. Now we will observe 3 minutes of silence for our super evaluator to mark his feedback. Timer, please notify once 3 minutes are over. By the time our super evaluator compiles his feedback, let's have the certificate presentation for our participants. Zoom master. Evaluators, please turn on your cameras. Okay, so thank you, Toastmaster Pragya, for being our participant evaluator today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jewel, for being our evaluator today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anjali.
Thank you, Toastmaster Feza, for being our evaluator today.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, Toastmaster Saurabh, for being our evaluator today.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anjali.
Thank you to all for participating. Thank you, Toastmaster Vamsi. Now I request our super evaluator, Toastmaster Hardik, to share his feedback for the evaluators.
Thank you so much, Anjali. Good evening. Am I audible and visible, Anjali? Give me a thumbs up or give me a yes.
Yes, you are clearly audible and visible.
All right, perfect. Can I request all audience members who are actually attending the session to keep have the videos on as well? Yeah, cool. Perfect. All right. So we're going to divide the next 15 odd minutes, try to be on time. That's one important part of being a Toastmaster. And since the speakers and evaluators are on time, I'll try and help the organizers end the session at 8 o'clock. I'm going to divide this into a few different segments over here to make it easier and break it down for all of you. The first segment, of course, I'll just give one caveat that evaluating a speaker is easier than evaluating an evaluator. But this is an interesting thing to do over here. Now let's all, the reason I want you to have your videos on and interact with me, can we have a chat open as well, please? Yeah. So either you can unmute yourself or in the chat you can put out what is evaluation? What do we try to do in evaluation? 2 points that you believe should be there in an evaluation, except for the 4 amazing evaluators, someone else who wants to comment on this and tell us what is that you do in an evaluation. As a speaker, as an evaluator, feedback and recommendations, okay? Anyone else? Valuable feedback to speaker, motivate the speaker. Okay, that's a new point, motivate the speaker. Okay, what are the core aspects or core attributes of a speech? 2 things that you want to look at a speaker and feel wowed about. Not Aarti in particular, Aarti was good. I'm saying generally a speaker. Structure and audience involvement, structure, call to action. Okay. Content, takeaway points. Okay. Now, I'm assuming all of us have heard some politicians speak, right? Or our bosses speak, or our teachers speak. What puts you off? Impact puts you off. Too much content. Okay, too much content puts you off as an audience member. Monotone. Okay. All right. So a typical speech has 2 parts to it: content and delivery. What I speak is important. How I speak is also equally important. All right. So as an evaluator, whenever, either in a contest or generally, the 2 parts that you look at is what was the content, the structure, the opening, body, conclusion is one part of it. But what was the Mitch masala in that? Right? Was it useful? What is not useful? Whatever that was, the content part of it. The second is the delivery part. What some of you mentioned, the hand gestures, the eye contact, the body movement. That's the body language part of it. Right? Then how did you feel me connected? Did I move closer to the camera? Did I move out? These are extra fancy things you can do in the camera world. So as an evaluator, wherever you are, always look at these 2 parts to it. Content, what was good in content, what could be better in content, what is good in my body language or my delivery, what can be improved. A lot of you have questions, what feedback should I give? You don't have a lot of feedback at times. Some speakers are really good. Sometimes you have too much feedback to give. Okay. How do you minimize and concise it? Now, a while back, Ria had put a link in the chat section. Did anyone of you open that? I'll just repost it. So what I told you right now is a typical evaluation, how you should, an evaluation should content create. Now let's look at this from a contest perspective. All right. Now remember, in contest, you're judging the evaluator. You're not giving a nice feedback. You're judging that person's attempt at evaluation. A typical Toastmaster evaluation has 4 parts to it: analytical quality, recommendation, technique, and summation. These 4 things have 100 marks. I might have done a fabulous job with all my antiques as an evaluator, but if it does not justify the time mentioned, those 4 parameters mentioned, it's not worth it, right? Thank you, Ria. Can you go scroll down? All right, so you can see the 40 marks for analytical quality, 30 for recommendation, technique has 20 marks, 15 marks, sorry, submission has 15 marks. So these all have points. So too many recommendations will not do justice. Too much of analysis giving good things about the speaker will also not do justice because you lose out somewhere. Why this is important? Because I'll come back when I evaluate every evaluator, I will judge you with these parameters. And you will know you might have done a good evaluation. But were you good enough for the ballot? Is the question mark. Can you scroll down to the next page? Yeah. Now, look, these are 4 points at the top that I mentioned, right? I'll give you all 1 minute to quickly read these 4 points because these are important parameters for a contest. Don't hold me for a good evaluator. Hold me from a judging perspective that these 4 parameters are very important. Now, quickly, Faiza, Pragya, June, and Saurabh, did you look at these parameters before coming to the meeting today? Yes, no, I don't remember.
Honestly, no.
Okay, Faiza says no. June says no. Pragya says no.
Oh,
Saurabh has been a contestant. I'm assuming he still knows some of it, but he has not seen it. So you understand where your preparation is there. You are be preparing as a good evaluator, as a good stage presence. But if it's not suiting the ballot, you will blame the judges and chief judge because judging करना नहीं आता. But if you couldn't score them, it's like your school में marks ना. यार मैंने तो पूरा 100 mark attempt करके आया था. Marks सिर्फ 40 आए. The question is why. This is important. Yeah, Vamsi is giving me timer symptoms over here. All right, I have 10 more minutes. So you get the point and drift over here. The fact that you have to fit your evaluation from a contest perspective, from these ballot perspective. Now I'll give you a typical good. Okay, I'll come to that at the end of the session on what is a typical breakup of 3.5 minutes in evaluation from a contest perspective. I'll keep that for last. Now let's see what the speaker did really well. Some of the common points across all evaluations was the music. And you started with music. Almost everyone spoke about it, right? Music se start kiya, music se end kara, right? We had that typical part of it. Most of you spoke about body gesture, that the camera was restricting RT's movement around, so we couldn't get around that. Some use that as a positive, some said as a negative, and eye contact was there because she was sitting, so she could see the camera. If it was moving around, she might not see the camera. The typical body language things, right? Now, what is important as an evaluator is how do you break up your speech, right? Your evaluation. There are 4 parts to it. You have 3.5 minutes. The first 1.5 minutes need to analyze. You see the first point? Analyze the speaker in general. Some of you mentioned that I could relate to your speech, right? You're trying to build that personal connect with the speaker, talk about the music, the good, just the feel good part of the speech, all right, for the first 1.5 minutes. All of you did that really, really well. Most of you connected the fact that the music, I think Pragya and Saurabh sang a few lines also for all of us, trying to recollect from where the speaker left off, trying to build a dot over them. It was really very well done, Pragya and Saurabh, when you started with that. And you all mentioned, started with something positive. That's what Faiza mentioned. June mentioned that we all overthink. So you try to build that connect at a personal level because remember, evaluation is your personal feedback. It's not a generic feedback of the audience. In your opinion, you felt the Aarti should have done this. Aarti could have done that better. Correct? That was really well done. One basic I could request is ensure that the speaker is on screen. Wish the speaker, thank you, Pragya, for that speech. A typical, very standard cliche ways to start it, but it builds that connect with the speaker at that point in time as well. So that's the analysis part. The first 1.5, 90 seconds, work on analysis of the speaker. And that's where some of you did really well. You analyze the speaker's speech. Some of you broke it down, like Pragya broke it down into the music. The most impressive parts of her speech she felt was the music and the voice modulation. That's what she felt. The content was. So she broke it down for all of us. Joan mentioned that she took examples to explain every stage and steps over there. So that's where he analyzed the speaker really well. Faiza went on to talk about creative topics, the body language, audience. She at the start only outlined her evaluation that I'll talk about body language, I'll talk about audience interaction. Okay. And when Saurabh came back, he came back about talking about the impromptu. He analyzed the McDonald's conversation. He spoke about the connection to the baby. So there's lines or moments from the speech which you took away at the end of a movie, at the end of a song. You remember a few lyrics with you. You remember a few scenes with you, which you carry with you. That's the analysis part of it. That you loved what, not the best, not the high points of the speech. What you as an individual enjoyed about the speech. Okay? It's an overall part of it. The next 30 seconds are the high notes where Aarti took it off to the best level. All right. For me personally, the music as a start and end. So she closed the loop. And typical people expect a call to action. How do I change overthinking? How do I not? She answered that question that I don't have answer to that. That was really, really well done, because a typical recommendation will be, Acha, I overthink. How do I stop overthinking? Should have said that. She answered that question and did not let evaluators take advantage of that point by answering that as a speech. So that's a very high point. So high points, what you felt was important. You mentioned voice modulation, eye contact. All these are very generic. I enjoyed voice modulation. Like I think only one of you mentioned where the voice modulation is used. I think Saurabh mentioned the voice modulation while being a customer at McDonald's. Be specific. Your eye contact was good is very vague. At what point did their eye contact with you make you realize this is talking to me? Point that out. Voice modulation. When did you feel she went high or low, which she connected with? Point that out. Very specifically pointed out. Or someone mentioned that, your hand gestures were restricted. For example, when Saurabh did that, Saurabh, your own camera is restricted right now. So you commenting on that is an oxymoron. So when you want to give a feedback to someone, showcase it. All right. So if I'm saying that I'm going to use my headphones, I will show my headphones and this I'm untangling the headphones. Don't say that you could have used a prop. Specify the prop, how the prop will be used. If you want to say hand, if you want me to say that I need to move around, go back, stand up, give your evaluation that. Prove it to the speaker, this is how it is done. Do not just give feedback, it has to be very specific. We give generic feedback. You could have done this better. Walk that extra mile and tell them. If you don't like a content, if you believe that ending could have been better, tell what the ending could be. All right. Unfortunately, most of your recommendations were very, very generic. All right. So when Pragya mentioned simple could have been effortless, that was good done. But that was too raw a recommendation for a contest. If you had mentioned there were a lot of grammatical errors, a lot of mistakes, and where recommendation was required, that could have been done better. Then you mentioned stand up. But why should I stand up? What will it make a difference? You could have proved that I'm sitting right now. If I stand up and deliver these 10 seconds, look at the impact. That's where Pragya could have impacted that. The same thing went with John. He mentioned about standing positions, hand gestures. Faiza mentioned about body gestures again. All of you mentioned about that largely. Saurabh went to mention that you were less prepared. So point out that in the speech you felt she was less prepared. Was she referring to notes? Was she fumbling for words? Where? Specify. Don't let it be very generic. And how that could be better, you pointed that out. That practice in front of the camera. You gave a solution to it, but where was the problem was not pointed out. Pragya, no summary. John, no summary. You had your points, you had your conclusion, but you didn't have a summary. So 1.5 minutes is for analysis. Faiza had a summary. Saurabh made the summary in a music form. Again, try to relate that to the speaker. That's beautifully done. See, that's where if two evaluators are on a similar tangent, Saurabh will stand higher because of the extra creativity. But right now, if there is Pragya with no summary and Faiza with a generic summary, Faiza wins hands down. Correct? Because she completed the pointers. If you see on the screen over here, the analysis should be 1.5 odd minutes. The high notes should be 30 seconds. Your recommendation should be 1 minute. And then last 30 seconds for summary. That's how you break it down. Now the question is how much high notes, how many summaries? Ideally, 3:2. 3. So the 2 analysis and 1 high note and then 2 recommendations. If you don't find so many, make it 2 and 1. 1 analysis, 1 high note, 1 recommendation. Do not exceed 2 recommendations. 2 is a lot already for a recommendation in one speech of 6 minutes. Try and cap it over there. All right. So that's why I have broken down the speech. I've broken down your feedback based on this category. I hope that made sense to you, Pragya, June, Faiza, Saurabh. In the interest of time, I'll wrap up here. I'll be open to questions for next few minutes. You can stop sharing, Ria. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hi.
sir.
What is high note?
Heshma, high note is the high parts, which I actually love. Probably in some, if you've seen the movie Sher Shah, the high point was when at the end the flag is being hoisted. Right, that's the high point of the movie. So, what are the best part of the speech that you loved as an individual speaker, which caught you, hooked your attention to? The best part of the speech. Yeah, Saurabh, please go.
Super evaluator, can you please repeat the segregation of the points like analysis 2, high note 1, and recommendation 2? Am I right?
Yes. So the good is 3:2 is the ratio. 3 good points, 2 recommendations. 3 can be broken down into 1 analysis or two analysis and 1 good point of over there. Again, divide that into content and delivery. So 1 point on content, 1 on delivery. So you're talking about okay, content mein this I could improve, delivery this I could improve. You're covering the entire speech and not just the speaker's delivery or content. You're breaking it out really well.
Okay, so 1 good point for content, 1 for delivery, and same goes with the recommendation also.
Correct.
And the high note, the best part can be from the structure of the speech or the content or any way.
Absolutely. Anything.
It has, yeah.
Yeah. So
Thank
you're
you so
basically
much.
you're putting the speaker at a high note. This is your effort is where this showed really well. In the interest of time, I'll still be open for another 5 minutes if the organizers are okay with it. It's 8 o'clock. Vamshi has been pinging me, but we'll still give that 5 minutes to people who have the questions because I spoke a lot more than I expected. I thought I told Yash I don't need 20 minutes, but now I realize 20 minutes is also less. But yes. Anyone else? Any questions? Is it too much of information I gave you right now? Then I can just summarize that. But yeah, I hope it made sense in terms of how I broke it down for all of you. Any questions on that? Especially Pragya, Faiza, June. I mean, you were the evaluators. You had some thought process when you were evaluating. One very big recommendation to Pragya and June: confidence. You are evaluating. You are the bigger person here. You were fumbling, looking for words. So before you come to the stage, spend 1.5 minutes at least on gathering your thoughts and structuring in your brain the pointers and the flow. All right. Don't come on screen. It's not a table topic. You had your 5 minutes. So unfortunately, Pragya will not have enough time as much as Saurabh had. All right. That's a situation over here. But in your 5 minutes, 3 minutes to make your notes down, whatever you want, spend those 2 minutes in gathering your thoughts so that when you're here, you're not thinking what to say next. That's ready with you. I saw Pragya and June were fumbling for words. They had a lot of hours as compared to Faiza and Saurabh had towards the end. Of course, they had more time so they could structure their thoughts better. But that's where you break your 5 minutes really well. That you have to be more confident. All right. And take your pauses, take your breathers, but be more confident because the speaker is looking up to you to improve themselves. If you have too many hours and arms and you're not confident on your evaluation, you are losing the speaker's attention. Yeah. I think that's where Faizan and Saurabh did well. They were confident, they knew what they were talking about. Right? All right. Any more questions? Yes, no, maybe. That was a table topic once upon a time.
Super
Yeah,
evaluator. One more question from my side. If we are doing the analysis part of the speaker, do we need to mention why that particular good quality of her was, grab our attention, just like we have to do in the recommendation part?
No. Analysis is just a feel-good factor about what the speech is about. You don't have to give it really high, but the high note mention why it's stood out. And again, more than 1 or 2 lines, don't repeat the statements of the speaker. You're not a summary of the speaker. So don't repeat, you said this, these 3 lines were good. Don't repeat it. We just understood that your paragraph was good. 1 or 2 lines repeating is fine. Don't repeat more than that. It's not a synopsis of the speaker, right? You're evaluating the speaker. That's different.
And when we talk about the recommendation part, we have to mention where the speaker can have done it better and how it could have impacted the audience if he or she have done it in a particular way.
Correct.
Which we are recommending.
Walk the mile. Give an example, whatever you're suggesting, showcase it. If it's content, if you believe the conclusion could have been stronger, better, Give an example of what it could be better. If you wanted the speaker to take a pause, showcase at what point. For example, you mentioned about the someone, I think mentioned, I don't remember, that when you were at McDonald's, you could have done that role play. So if you are standing, you did that role play and showed them, hi Aarti, what do you like to have? Showcase it, whatever. It is a good recommendation or not, that's not question over here. How do you deliver it? That is showcase over. All right, it's 8:04 on the clock. I will still be happy to answer questions, but we'll officially get this meeting to a close before Dipalika and Yash decide not to invite me again for over-exceeding my time limit. Thank you so much for being a fabulous audience. Thank you so much, Aarti, for that amazing speech. Pragya, June, Saurabh, and Faiza. Thank you so much. It's not easy to be an evaluator and listening to feedback on evaluation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Super Evaluator, for such a valuable and constructive feedback. I'm sure everyone learned from your feedback and will able to apply to their evaluations. Now I request Division and Director Toastmaster Dipalika to facilitate our role players for day 3.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anjali. Can you please share your screen?
Yes.
Toastmaster Hardik, thank you for coming up and being the super evaluator for today's evaluation marathon. With each passing day, our members are learning more and more about the aspects of evaluation. Thank you for that. We have Toastmaster Shruti as the Sergeant at Arms. She opened very beautifully with a smile. Thank you, Shruti, for laying down the ground rules and helping us start the meeting. We had our another Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Gunjan, in the breakout room. Thank you, Gunjan, for being in the breakout room and helping the evaluators with maintaining the decorum and also giving them a reality check of what happens in the contest. Thank you so much. We had Toastmaster Vamsi as our timer. He was very particular in showing all the timing cards and notifying everybody about the timings. Thank you for keeping us on time. Toastmaster Kashika as our timer too. Thank you, Toastmaster Kashika, for being the backup timer and helping us with the timings. We had Toastmaster Anjali as the moderator. Thank you for a smooth transitioning of the entire evaluation marathon. We had Toastmaster Ria as the Zoom master. Thank you, Toastmaster Ria, for being behind the scenes, but still helping everyone with all the materials that was required, pinpointing and spotlighting everyone whenever required. Thank you so much. I now hand over back to the moderator, Toastmaster Anjali.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dipalika.
Just a minute. I also want to thank all our evaluators who took part in today's evaluation marathon, Toastmaster Faiza, Toastmaster Saurabh, Toastmaster June, and Toastmaster Pragya. Also, not to forget our guest speaker, Toastmaster Aarti, for delivering a fantastic speech. Thank you so much for being there. And our lovely audience, thank you for being here in the evaluation marathon day 3. We have 2 more days left. Hope to see you tomorrow and day after tomorrow as well. Thank you so much for joining in. Over to you, Anjali.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dipalika. It was a spectacular and insightful day of day 3, full of learnings. And tomorrow we will be back with day 4 of the Division and Evaluation Marathon with a new set of participants, role players, and one more seasoned Toastmaster as a super evaluator. Now I hand over the stage to Sergeant at Arms to officially close the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Shruti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anjali. I hope you all enjoyed today's session and had a great learning experience. Now I declare the meeting as closed. Everyone for joining in.